Hello and welcome to episode 80 in the Datapack tutorial series, version 1.21. We are going to be getting a custom item in different ways. We're going to use give, loot, summon, and recipe. And the idea is we're going to come out with the same item, which will stack, so we know that it's the same item. Okay, so let's do a little bit of test. So I've got one item, which is, we'll use give, function, give. I've got my custom item, and I can eat it. Okay, I'm in creative, so it didn't get eaten. I've still got it. But we could also do function spawn, and we can spawn the item, and it stacks. If I grab myself some random stuff, we can create a recipe, which makes the item, and it stacks. And we've also got loot, give, at me, loot, custom item, and that stacks as well. Okay, so we've got the same item, but we're giving it to ourselves in 4 different ways. Okay, that's it. Let's get on and build it now. Okay, we'll start with folders and files like we normally do. So we're going to go into my namespace function, and I'll create my own folder, somewhere to keep my functions tidy. I'll just call it item. And inside that folder, we'll have a give, and we'll have a summon. Okay, and then inside my namespace, new folder, we'll call recipe, and inside there we'll have a new file. I'll just call it custom item. And inside my namespace again, we'll have a new folder, we'll call it loot table, and inside loot table we'll have a new file, and I'll just call it custom item again. Okay, let's start with give. So let's go to give, and we're going to give ourselves an item that we can basically eat. So it's going to have a name, it's going to have some lore, and we can eat it, and we'll have some custom data as well. So we will give the executor. I'm going to just use lime wool as my example. Lime wool. And we'll give it an item name. Item name equals apostrophe apostrophe. Open and close curlies. And we're going to have a name, color, and bold will equal true. Text. Custom item. That'll do for the name, won't it? Color, green, bold, true. Okay, let's have some lore. Lore equals, open and close square brackets, apostrophes, speech marks, my custom item. Okay, let's come outside of lore. And we'll do some food. Now in later versions they've split food into 2 components. I believe one's called food and one's called consumable, so watch out for that. Nutrition. Okay, why did it not want to autofill that? Because we've got a full stop at the end there. Look at that. That's a full stop. Should be a comma. Okay, now it should be happy if we start typing nutrition. Yeah, nutrition 0, saturation 0, can always eat, true, eat seconds. We'll just set it to 1. Okay, and let's give it a bit of custom data as well. Custom data equals, open and close curlies, custom item true. Let's save that. Let's pop back. Let's do F5. Let's do a reload. That button does reload. Just runs that command. Reload. Function. A gunction. What's a gunction? Function. Give. Okay. So we've got it. If I switch to survival, we've eaten it. Nice. Let's switch back. We don't need to keep testing that. So give works. If we try summon now, well, we shouldn't do anything because we erased it. There's nothing in there. We haven't done that yet. Okay. Let's do summon next. Close give, off to summon. Okay, now they're all a little bit different, which is why I thought this video might help some people. Let's summon an item, and I'm going to be executing this command, so I'm just going to summon it 1 up from my feet, so waist height and 3 in front of me. That'll do. And let's give it some information. Well, okay, item, open and close. What are we going to have in here? We'll have an ID, and we've been using lime wool, and then still in there. Let's give it a count. I think it defaults to 1 anyway, but we'll put a count of 1 in there, and we'll give it some components. Components, open and close. Inside components, what should we do? Well, we want to do item name, so let's do Minecraft item name, and we'll set that to apostrophe apostrophe. Inside the apostrophes, open up some curly brackets. Inside there, what did we have? We had some text, we had a color, and we had bold equals true. Oops, I've gone to the end. Color, and over here text. Make sure we get the name the same. We called it custom item, didn't we? Custom item. If anything is different, it won't stack, and obviously we don't want that. Okay, now let's come out. So let's check inside components. That's the blue bracket. So I still want to be inside components, and I want to be after the text. So here we go. Or after the item name. Let's set some lore. Minecraft lore. And for lore, open and close square. And then I'll just do apostrophes and speech marks. And inside there I'll have my custom item. It's not happy. Okay. Because we put Minecraft lock. Minecraft lore, my custom item. There we go. We want to stay inside components still, so we'll before that blue one. Let's give it the custom data as well it needs. So Minecraft custom data, and colon, opening, after the speech mark, colon, open and close. What did we put? We put custom item true, and then we need the food component, food, open and close, so we'll have nutrition, 0, saturation, 0, can always eat, true, eat seconds, 1. Let's save that. Let's pop back. Let's do a reload. Okay, so if I try and summon the item now, function summon, there is the item. Will it stack? It stacks. Okay, so those 2 ways we're getting exactly the same item. Nice. Now I'd say let's move on to the harder ones, because I think these 2 are harder. Let's do recipe. So I think for the recipe, we will pop over to Misode to give us a little helping hand. That's a loot table. I don't want loot table, please. I'll have a recipe. Type. Let's have a shaped recipe. Shaped. And pattern. I'll put the pattern as, let's use sandstone and green wool. Well, sandstone. Oh, well, that's SGS. Key. Recipes are slightly different in later versions, but if you use Misode, it will fill it in correctly for you. Key for S, we'll add that. And we need a key for G, let's add that. S is going to be sandstone, just because it's on the floor and I can pick it up quickly. And this is going to be green wool. Same reason, it's already on the floor. Okay, so we can see our recipe, sandstone with green wool in the middle. Cool, what's the result going to be? Let's have a result. ID, we were using lime wool. Lime wool, are you in there somewhere? There you are. Lime wool, and we'll add some components to that. Now, we want to set the item name. Item name, lovely. Let's open and close that. We might need to change some stuff in VS Code. I always find I do. I never get this quite right. So let's give it its custom name. I think we can open and close. We'll type it here as we typed it in VS Code and see how happy it is. Bold, green, that's its color, and we call it custom item, and that would be text. Okay, let's have a look at it over here on the right. That seems okay, actually. Okay, item name, and see, we're changing item name, not custom name. We don't want to change item name on some versions and custom name on other versions, otherwise they're not going to stack. They won't be the same. Right. Components. We need something else. What do we need? We need some law. Law. Let's add that. Add law. Entry. I think this is going to be similar. Open and close. Text. We didn't set any colors or anything on this one, so it's just my custom item. Okay, that seems all right for the law. Yep. We'll need the custom data, so components, custom data. This is the one I always end up changing. It's going to be a string, open and close. What did we call custom item true, wasn't it? Custom item true. Let's put some speech marks around where it says custom item. Okay, so that I think we're going to have to change a little bit in VS Code. And then we need the food component. So let's add another component, which would be food. Add that. Nutrition 0, saturation, you can always eat true, eat seconds 1. Okay, that's a nice easy one to do, that one. That seems all right. Let's copy that. Copy. Take it back with us. That's our recipe. So let's paste it in there. And I think the only one I want to change is the custom item data. What I am going to do is I'm going to take the speech marks from the beginning and the end, and then I'm going to remove the escaping backslashes. Those are the only changes I'm making. Okay, so have a look at that now. That's what it looks like now, and we'll save that. So that's the recipe. Sandstone, green wool surrounded by sandstone. Let's give it a check. Off we go. Let's do a reload. Green wool sandstone. That's why I picked those, because I can just grab them quickly. Let's slap that around there. Okay. Will it stack? It stacks. Cool. So that's the same item as well. And let's do, maybe you want people to be able to find your item in a loot crate or something like that. So let's do a loot table as well. So we'll pop over to Method. Let's reset that to default for next time I'm there, and we'll go off to home and we'll go to loot table. Okay, right. Type. Pools. We'll have rolls of 1 because we're just going to guarantee they get the item. We'll have an entry. Okay, our entry will be an item. Its name, we were using lime wool, so if I put lime underline, doodly-doodly-doo, there you are. Okay, all good so far. But now we need some functions. Functions. First one to take note of. Here we can do set name, but that will set its custom name. It won't set its item name, so it won't stack. So here, for name, we are actually going to set a component, and that component will be item name. And let's type in the name. Now we should be able to do it as we did before. Typing so many of these, I've forgotten where I've got to. True. Okay. So we have text, custom item, color. Now you can see why I start at the end and work forwards. It's because otherwise it hides everything. Bold, and let's put the color as green. Okay. Now it seems happy there, and it looks all right in there. So I think we're all right with that. So we've set the item name. Let's set the law. I think law. There we go. Add that. Add law. What do we want to put in here? I think because we are just doing a piece of plain text, we can probably just do my custom item. We might need to remove some escaping on that, but we'll check it later. So we've got the name, we've got the law, we need the custom data. Custom data, add that as a string. We'll probably have to change this one, we always do. And we call this one custom item. One day I'll learn how to do it so we don't have to change it, but if you know how to change it, no problem. And we're going to need the food component. So add another component, food. And food's going to be nice and easy. Nutrition 0, saturation 0, can always eat seconds 1. Done. Okay. It looks all right. Some of these things we could do as functions, set custom data and stuff, but we've got them all in components. Let's test it, see how we go. Custom item, let's paste it in, see how many errors we get. Well, no errors, but I feel that I want to change a couple of things. Let's do the same we did before here for the custom data. Let's take the speech marks off the end to the beginning and remove the escapes. Okay. And my custom item, I don't think we need these escapes, so let's get rid of those. Oh no, it's not happy now. That's strange. I thought that would probably work. Okay, well let's put them back then. There we go. If you need them, you keep them. Okay, so all we've changed is the custom item data. Let's test it. Reload. Loot. Give me, or the executor, loot. Custom item. And it stacks. Okay. So, it's exactly the same item, but we are giving it to ourselves from a loot table. So now you can add that to loot tables. People can find them, etc. People can craft it because we're making a recipe with it. So now they can build their own. You can summon it as an item. So it pops onto the floor or comes out of something. Or you can just straight up give it to them. Either way, they're going to be getting exactly the same item, and it stacks. So that's how we know they're the same. Cool. Well, I'm off. Things to do. Busy, busy, busy. Have a nice day, and I'll see you soon. Bye-bye.